Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to my channel for another review of The Hills Season 2. Sorry I missed the last episode, episode 10. I missed that one. I was not able to bring you guys a review, but I am back and focused, and let's get into this review. Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. I am LaShawn J. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Seriously. So, we're going to do a review on The Hills Season 2, Episode 11, What About Me? That's what I'm talking about. What about me? So, it starts off, we see Heidi and Spencer. They're celebrating. Pratt Daddy's going good. Their business is back to where they want it to be. Money is flowing. We see Audrina. She's packing for the trip. It's Caitlin and her boo, Chris. They're packing. They're talking. Heidi and Spencer talk about how she's not going to drink on the trip. And, Spencer's like, you don't want to drink? And she's like, no, because, I really feel like I'm pregnant. Her acupuncturist said to her that she has a different pulse. And Heidi's really banking on being pregnant, so she doesn't want to drink. She wants to enjoy herself, relax, zen, and no alcohol. Spencer talks about how a lot of stress have been off their shoulders since they've got their finances together, and the business is doing good. Him and Heidi are trying to have this baby, so hopefully she's pregnant because a lot of stress has been relieved and they've been making a little progress with the baby making. So we see everybody's arriving to Palm Springs at the hotel where Heidi and Spencer's event is going to be. We see Caroline and Caitlin in the car. She's talking, and Caitlin's driving, and Caroline asks about Chris, the boyfriend. She asks about the boyfriend, and she was asking about did Brody meet Chris, and did she even talk to Brody about the pregnancy? And she's like, you know what? He haven't met him, and her boyfriend's gonna be coming, so they get a chance to meet each other. Then they show us Heidi and Spencer. They're at this beautiful resort. The area is beautiful. Everything is in white, and they're standing there welcoming everybody coming to their event. Everything is decorated. Everything looks beautiful. They're standing at the front saying, welcome to the Pratt Daddy event to everybody. Ashley and Jason shows up, and they're like, welcome to the event. We're happy you made it. And they welcomed them. When Ashley and Jason go sits down, and Heidi and Spencer talks aside, it was like, that was really awkward. That was really uncomfortable. And Ashley and Jason felt the same exact way. So they still have that tension there. And, Ashley is telling Jason, it's still awkward, and we still haven't addressed any issues, so it's just kind of uncomfortable. But she's going to try to relax. She's going to try to have fun. Everybody lays down. They're getting what is called crystals all over their body. and they're getting sound, relaxing sounds over their body. It's called, I don't remember what it's called, but they're getting like, they're laying down and they're listening to relaxing sounds, and they're supposed to mellow out and forget about everything. And Brandon's joking. He's like, I don't think the crystals have magical powers. I don't think they're gonna grant me any wishes. All it was, he took a nap and had relaxing sounds to take a nap too. And you know what? Brandon is pretty aggravating during this whole thing because he's going through a breakup, so he's not really taking in what the retreat is giving him, and he's not taking in what the crystals could do for you, because I have not had any crystals, but I've read a lot about them, and they help you relax and meditate, and they cleanse your body and your mind and your soul and your spirit and everything, your whole aura. So Brandon needs to chill out, okay? We understand you're going through a breakup, but this is what the retreat is for. Just take in what they're giving to you. Take it in, okay? You don't have to be, just sour about everything. It didn't work out with you and Danny. It didn't work out with you and Danny. How many times y'all broken up? Y'all probably get back together. Calm down. So everybody's relaxing with their sound bath. That's what it's called. And I really liked it. I wish I was there. Can I get an invite? Heidi, Spencer, any day. Invite me, okay? I would love a sound bath. I would love some crystals. I would love a Pratt Daddy crystal to be rocking right around my neck, right here. Anyways, Caroline and Caitlin finally make it. They make it to the dinner part where everybody's by the bar, pool area, mingling, where they're supposed to be having dinner later. So they meet Audrina and Justin. Audrina and Justin was sitting there having a conversation. And Audrina talks about how Caitlin's breast is looking. And, Audrina's a woman. She could tell the difference. Look, your stomach, because Caitlin's very, very petite. So I'm pretty sure she's showing. She just doesn't think she's showing, but she's showing. And Audrina's like, yeah. At her confessional, she's just like, girl, she need to just tell us what's up, because we already know. We already know. Just tell us. So Brandon tells everybody, how him and Danny broke up. They always sitting down at the dinner, the event. Brandon tells everybody how him and Danny broke up, and it's because of her jealousy, and they're constantly arguing. And we saw, was it episode 9, how jealous she got over a girl that wasn't even in a relationship with him. The girl just hooked up with him, and they ended up having to be at the same event. So she flipped the script off of everything, and then we noticed the disconnect through the car, how he don't like the way she acted about certain things, she don't like the way he acted about certain things. They just need to take a break. They could get it together later. She didn't even want to move in with him, so we knew it wasn't going to last. We knew it wasn't going anywhere. He knew it wasn't going anywhere. He just needed to realize it, take that as a lesson learned, and move on. Let it go. So Brody arrives at the dinner. He's, saying hi to everybody, mingling, talking to everybody. So then Brandon, obviously Caitlin keeps wearing these things that's revealing. Brandon starts playing around jokingly, like, hey, Did you get a boob job? Like, can we see him? And she's just laughing it off. Like, no, I didn't have no boob job. I didn't get a boob job. And everybody's looking, Brody's looking, everybody's looking like suspiciously at Caitlyn. So Ashley and Jason arrives, Heidi arrives. We see they have a midwife at the dinner. And they get a crystal healing, fortune telling event going on. So they're getting they're getting like a crystal reading, basically. They're reading them off, and again, Brandon, Sour Patch Kid over here, he's just like, oh, you can't tell me about myself. This is obvious things people already know about me. Da da da. Brandon, get over it, okay? You shouldn't have been there if you was still in mourning over that relationship, all right? So everybody goes around, has their crystal healing at dinner. It seemed like a nice event. Like I said, the whole retreat looked beautiful. Would love an invite. They sit down, they have dinner. Ashley, she talks about, the situation with Heidi and Spencer, because they were at separate tables. They had, certain people at this table, certain people at that table. And again, Ashley, Jason, Heidi and Spencer are going to come around when they're ready to come around. You can't force the situation, seeing as they felt ambushed at that dinner, the last dinner. So, and then y'all had an event. Y'all didn't even invite them. The Red Songbird event, charity event that everybody showed up to, y'all didn't even invite them. That was really rude. But y'all are trying to be the bigger persons, right? Be the bigger persons and let people have their time to heal. And when they're ready to come and talk to you, they'll talk to you. All right? It's not, everything is not on your time. But yeah, they talked about how nothing was resolved, and I don't know what they thought when they got invited to this event. They thought Heidi and Spencer was just going to come to them like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about whatever happened. I apologize. Please be friends with us again. And that's what I think they thought. But since that didn't happen, they're kind of like disappointed, mad, upset. Don't have me telling. But that's what I'm taking in. So, Caitlyn gets up to go to the bathroom, and everybody starts talking about how they think she's pregnant. They're like, yo, have you seen her boobs? Like, what's going on? And, Brody asked about her boyfriend, and I think it was Audrina. She said, I met him. He's a nice guy. He loves her, whatever. And he's like, yeah, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I'm happy. I'm happy for her, So, Brody's jealous. Brody's so jealous. Brody's jealous. The same one who was flirting with Audrina in front of her. The same one who invited a whole female in front of her on a trip. All right? Brody is jealous. He's been doing all these things to get back at Caitlyn, and Caitlyn has already moved on. Caitlyn is gone. Okay? Trying to get Caitlyn jealous, thinking Caitlyn is going to come crawling back. No, that wasn't the case. Every time, you be thinking you're going to come crawling back, and then when you let him go, what happened? They get so jealous that he was turning red at that table. So after dinner, Caitlyn and Justin, they're sitting by the pool, the backyard, and these lounge chairs, and she's just sitting there, and Justin comes up to her and starts talking to her, and he's like, so what's going on? What's going on with these? Like, what is it going on? You're looking different. You telling us you ain't doing nothing different, but you're looking different. And I think I know what's going on. Like, you don't even got to tell me, because I see it in you. You're glowing. Yes, she's glowing. Yes, and she had no other choice but just to, yeah. And she just was explaining, I don't know how to tell Brody, but me and him are good friends. So I'm just hoping that he takes it a good way and he's happy for me, because he knew I wanted this for so long. But he didn't want it. Remember, he ain't want it. But he mad about it. So Brody's over there with Audrina and Jen, and he's like, you know what? I hear the whispers and I hear everything that's going on. Like, I hear the whispers. So I know what's going on. I see her physical appearance. Everything's changed. So I know what's going on. And he's just talking about, she could come to me and be honest. She comes and picks up the dog. She takes the dog for hikes. She comes and sees me. We're around each other. Why couldn't she just give me the courtesy of telling me, And I think he's hurt. He's just like, you know what? Everybody knows except me. And I'm just like, I should have been the first one. I was married to her. She could have just came and told me, like, hey, this is what happened, and, deal with it. Nah. But she could have just came and told him. I agree with him. She could have told him he was her husband at one point. They were very close. He still thinks they're best friends, but clearly you're not, because somebody already took your place. So she could have just told him. She didn't have to leave him in the dark while everybody knows. Like, she could have told him. So next thing we see Chris and Caitlin. They're in the hotel, and she's telling him, he's asking her, how you feeling? Do you feel sick? How's everything? And she's just like, yeah, I'm feeling okay. Even though I taken enough nutrients, I feel like just like my body still just drains all the nutrients. Yes, the babies, oh, the things will drain you. All right? Before and after they're born. Trust me. So, she was just like, I think everybody already suspects something. Look, I'm popping out my bathing suit and everything. But at this point, I don't think they could tell I'm pregnant. They just think, maybe I just ate a lot. And he's like, I don't think so. Everybody could tell, because they all have eyes. We all could see. We could see your breasts popping out the shirt. We could see your little pudgy stomach. And you don't drink beer. So, what's going on? So, we see everybody meets up for breakfast, except Caitlin, because she was in a hotel with Chris. Chris had just came. And Heidi and Spencer had another event planned for them, where the midwife came and she told everybody everything is off of energy, which is true. Everything we do in life is off of energy. And if you don't believe it, read it up. Everything comes full circle. That's just how life works. And she told them to release, the negative energy that they have. They had plates, and they write whatever they want to. Whatever they want out their life, basically. Anything that's no longer surviving in them. So write what you want out your life. So everybody grabbed a plate and wrote what they wanted out their life. Audrina's over here talking about, well, we're at a retreat to release negative energy, but we got these two couples who's not talking to each other. Mind your business, Audrina. Mind your business, because last episode you were over here going to bat for Brody. I didn't do a review, but I watched the episode. Going to bat for Brody when Caroline and Caitlin was at your house, and the next thing you know it, Brody shows up at Justin's birthday dinner with not one, but two girls. Not one, but two. Made you feel like crap, right? So just stop worrying about everybody else. Concentrate on yourself, okay? Concentrate on yourself, because you clearly don't know what path you're going. Where you going, Audrina? Where you going? Because you over there like, no, I think the people should trust me on this, okay? No, Brody don't want kids. He don't want to be around kids. Why you think it's going to be something there with y'all? At the end of the day, you just going to be the one hurt. I keep saying it. But we going to see it. It's getting closer and closer to the end of the season. We going to see it, girl. Anyway. Yeah, like I said, mind your business, Audrina. Let them deal with their problems. You deal with yours. So, everybody writes what they no longer want in their life. And they're supposed to say it and break the plate. So, when it comes to Brody's turn, he's like, fake people. And he turns around and looks at everybody. He's like, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. But I hate fake people. And then he breaks the plate. And everybody knows who he's talking about. They know he's talking about Caitlyn. We all know who he's talking about, Caitlyn. He's mad. He's jealous. He's talking about Caitlyn. So we see Caitlyn, Ashley, Chris, and Jason. They're all meeting up. Chris is going to go golfing with Ashley and Jason, and Caitlyn is going to go to the pool to relax. Because, she's like in her first trimester. First trimester is horrible. The constant throwing up, the constant being tired, the constant just emotions changing. So that's why she's just been like, So they meet up. Ashley asks about Caitlyn, did you speak to Brody? And she's just like, no, I haven't spoken to Brody. Yesterday really wasn't a good time, so I didn't really speak to him. And, Ashley was just telling her about how he was freaking out this morning at breakfast, and she really needs to talk to him, So we see Brandon, Chris, Jason, Ashley, and Frankie. They're all golfing, having a good time. I think Chris actually got like a hole-in-one or something like that. I'm not too much of a golfer, so I don't know. And Frankie, I think it was Frankie who asked, hey, did you ever meet Brody? And he's like, no, I never met Brody. And everybody's like, what? You ain't meet Brody yet? Oh, okay. Because they all know what's going on, what's up. They all know Caitlyn is pregnant, and he ain't even meet Brody yet. But, Brandon talks about his breakup. Again, Ashley talks about the whole Heidi and Spencer situation. How, it's weird because it's a lot of tension and friction, but she's having a good time. She's trying to enjoy herself. Everything seemed peaceful and zen to her. So, and how she feels like, they're burying the problems under a rug instead of just resolving it. But Caitlyn and Caroline meets up with Caitlyn at the pool. Caroline and her boo. I'm not sure what his name is, but maybe next video I'll know his name. So she meet up with them, and she's just like telling her how Brody was subbing her. Like, he was just saying, oh, I hate fake people, breaking plates about fake people. But we all know who he's talking about. We know who he's talking about. He's talking about you. And she's just like, oh, I'm not going to say I think he's talking about me. Just say it. He's talking about you. Okay? He is talking about you. So everybody starts meeting up at the pool. And Caroline, she's ordering some drinks. And Brody's like, hey, what you ordering? Let's get around. Let's get around for everybody. And Brody's like, Kat, you went around too? And she doesn't say anything. I guess she sips her water or whatever she had, and she's just like, he knows she's pregnant, so he's saying funny things to her. Now she just like, you know what, I just have to talk to him. Heidi and Spencer gets in the pool. They're playing with Gunnar. They're having such a good time. And, you know, Spencer's like, you know what, I enjoy this. I enjoy being a father. So I really hope Heidi's pregnant so that we could have another baby for us to, you know, share our love with. You know, their world revolve around Gunnar, and everything is going good for them right now. So hopefully Heidi's pregnant. We know she took a pregnancy test, so she can't really stress this, because even Brody was telling her, hey, try as much as you want, but then you know you could always do IVF and stuff like that. That's right. Don't stress about it. Just find another way to handle it. So finally, Caitlin's just like, okay, Brody, I'm gonna let you know what you want, okay? What you asking me for, I'm gonna give it to you. Caitlin goes off to talk to Brody. They head off to talk. Audrina shows up. She's just like talking to Jen, like, where's Caitlin and Brody? And Jen's like, oh, they went off to talk. And Audrina, again, it's somebody else's business, not hers, somebody else's. But she's just like, yeah, I kind of understand. It's just gonna be tough, you know, telling your ex that you're pregnant, and you know, just the situation is just tough. Whatever, Audrina. Caitlin and Brody start talking, and Caitlin's just babbling. And I'm just like, when are you going to get to the point? You know what you brought this man here for. Why are you over there babbling, talking about, yeah, I see you and Chris, y'all are just alike. And Brody's like, so you got yourself another me, huh? It's very serious, because he just tell me what you got me here. Why you keep on going round in circles? So Caitlin is just babbling, and just, oh yeah, even this conversation, you know, I'm feeling more comfortable talking to you and everything. No, Brody's just like, so let me know, Caitlin, is there a surprise for me? Like, what am I here for? What are we talking about here? And she finally said, well, I kind of figured you heard from everybody else talking about it. Yes, I am pregnant. And Brody's just like, so then it cuts. And they show you a flash of the next episode, where some people are having fun and some people ain't having none. Yeah, Brody finally meets Chris. We find out if Heidi's pregnant. So we're going to get Brody's real, raw, uncut reaction, because we know he's been drinking this whole trip, especially since from the time he saw Caitlin's breast and her stomach, he hasn't been the same. So we'll see his raw and cut reaction on the next episode, and we'll see if Heidi's pregnant. We'll see everything on the next episode. So please, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next week.